I started this YouTube channel just under 8 months ago. It was a total shot in the dark, and I had extremely low expectations. Fast forward to today, and my outlook has totally changed. Stick around and find out why. So although I've had over 1,000 subscribers for about a month now, I didn't have the watch hours I needed to monetize. I just hit those watch hours like 2 days ago. So now it's official, and that's why I'm doing this. My first video. Let me be the first one to put this out there. I hated my first video. I hated my first video so much, I actually reshot my whole entire video all over again. But then I hated the second version because you can tell that my heart wasn't in it. Like I was saying the same things over and over, and it just didn't feel right. You can tell that it was worse than the first one. My son is 22 years old now, and it took me sitting down with him for me to let that video go. He had to talk to me, and he was like, nah, trust me, just put this out there. I think it's gonna gravitate. After that, I was like, you know what? Let me just put this out there and stop being apprehensive. To be honest with you, I never imagined my first video doing what it did. To this day, that is my best performing video still. And I never thought it was gonna work out like that. I thought it would take me years to get to the point that I would start getting like a couple thousand views or whatever. But that first video, it really set the tone for me. I think that you guys believed in me before I believed in myself. And I want y'all to know that. I get comments from other creators and they tell me things like, I like the way you speak and stuff like that. But I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'm winging this every step of the way. Half of the time, I'm trying to figure things out and I'm constantly trying to learn new things so I can make my videos better. But that's because of you guys. You guys make me want to do better and you guys make me want to improve. And I want you to know just how important you are to this. So with that being said, thank you. Thank you for being you, and thank you for being here. I can't put into words how much I really appreciate that, and I can't put into words how much that first video meant to me. It really put me in a position to think about this differently. Likes and comments. Man, I have been watching YouTube for years, and I probably watch YouTube the way most people watch Netflix. That is the app that is always playing on my TV. I got YouTube Premium and I go to sleep to YouTube, so somebody's getting a whole lot of watch hours off of me. I always hear creators asking people to like, comment, and subscribe, but I never really put into perspective what it is that means to them. But now I know what it means to me. Every single like, comment, and subscription is like a validation that I'm doing the right thing. It's a validation that I'm moving in the right direction. And deeper than that, I'm starting to get to know a few of you guys. I try my best to answer every single comment that I get. I also remember when I see repeat names, and I also remember the names that are still there from my first video. Like, I literally have my day ones from YouTube. And don't think I don't know who you are. Don't think that click goes unnoticed. I remember thinking that I was gonna get kicked back in the beginning, but none of that happened. I don't have any bad comments. I don't have anybody trolling me. And if anything, I feel like you guys have gone out of your way to accept me with open arms. I can't name many times in life when that's the case. So when you guys are leaving comments, and trust me, sometimes I'm getting full-blown essays, but I appreciate that. You guys are letting me know that I'm not on an island by myself. I am not going crazy in this room, and I do not have tunnel vision. This is reality. But it's not just my reality. This is our reality. This is a reality that we both share. It's your comments that help me to see that. It's your comments that motivate me to push forward and spend 20 to 30 hours on a video. When it comes to my page, at least, your comments are worth their weight in gold. Community involvement. So I've always felt a little bit different than other people because of my collecting. I've always felt that that's something that most people just don't understand. I've always felt that it's also not my responsibility to educate them. If there's one thing about me, I've always been sure of who I am. More importantly, I have always been sure of who I am not. I would never pretend to be somebody I'm not. And at the same time, I would never pretend to be a person that somebody else wants me to be. So where does that leave me? I pull back and I only let certain people into my circle. I've done that for so long. That's all I know. That's natural. I say that to say this. This community that we have here is special. When I sit down and I tell you guys how I came up and what I didn't have and how I struggled on a comic channel, that's me being as real and down to earth as I can possibly be. But when I get over 300 comments back telling me that you guys live the same life and I'm not crazy, and you start telling me your stories, it starts turning a little bit deeper for me. I've never been able to resonate with so many like-minded people in my life. And I'm talking all ages. That's not something that I thought was going to happen. And that's not something I counted on. It's almost like getting the perfect gift that you never knew that you needed until you got it. I don't really look at it like a subscriber count anymore. I look at it more as a community count now, because that's what it's really turned into for me. In my first video and my last video especially, my comment section is looking like a Reddit page. And that's because of the community. That's because of you guys. And you guys have helped me to realize that that's the kind of energy I want for this channel. You don't really get that kind of energy doing figure reviews. So you'll understand if you see me doing a lot less of those. My conclusion. One thing that I've learned throughout the past 8 months is that you never know how things can go. And we can apply that to life. We never know how things can go in life, and we got to take chances and roll the dice. I've always heard that before, but you guys actually made me believe it. I just want to put that out there, and I'm extremely grateful for each and every one of you. I appreciate the time that you take out of your day to check out my latest video. It means something to me when you tell me about your life or you're collecting and you take time out of your day to comment to do that. These are all things that I had no idea about. And you guys have helped me to envision a different path for this channel than I had originally. And that was through your feedback. That's how I was able to realize all of this. I also want to thank you guys for helping me to prove wrong all of the people who always told me that I was wasting my time reading comic books and filling my head with useless information. Because at this point, it doesn't feel so useless anymore. Until next time. Peace.